What is up, guys? Don't forget to subscribe. This is my how to make caves tutorial in Dreams PS4. So if you know how to make rocks, pretty much just sculpt the rock out of one of the sculptures, a square. I find it easier to pretty much sculpt it out of this rounded cube thing. Just cut into it with the blend tool until you finally get your rock type fixture. Then you'll want to clone it pretty much until you have the entrance of the cave. And that's pretty much how you would do it. You really only need to make the entrance to the cave, and I will show you why here in a second. How you will actually get your shape for the rocks to actually fundamentally do this, you'll have to be in stamp mode. So that way you only stamp down one. That's what stamp mode does. But it also allows you to go into blend about, which allows you to kind of blend a rock. With pretty much you can do that with a few shapes. And make sure your color is the color that you want it to be for your cave. So this is the cave entrance, and I will show you how to do the lights now. After you've made your rocks and then clone them to where they've got the entrance, all you have to do is pretty much make a light. You might want to make the entrance like big. It'll kind of mess with the camera, but that's a good thing. It'll just go inward. This right here is for 2D games, though you can use this for 3D games also. However, if you're using this for a 2D game, all you need to do to save thermo is just create the entrance and then the backdrop. And pretty much mountains are pretty easy to create. That's pretty much a different segment right there. It's just a mountain. How you would create mountains is within sculpt mode. You just place down a whole bunch of these cylinders in smear mode, and then pretty much cut into it with stamp mode with the spear, or you can use pretty much anything you want. Just make sure you're in blend mode, and then pretty much you can create a mountain backdrop, and that's how you do that. And with if you're doing a 3D game, then pretty much you just keep going with the rocks until you get it done. You can like honestly, once you get done with like this much of it, you can just copy and paste it. So let's say this is our formation. Then I could just clone it and make it as big as I need to make it. And keep going until we have our cave entrance. This is my game Linger, by the way, guys. In the next tutorial, I'll show you guys how to make wrecking balls and stuff like that. Check out my other tutorials on my channel playlist for more individual tutorials. I have the light for the cave entrance. It's pretty much just a light emitting from right here. So if you want to get that cool effect, just add a light to the entrance pointing outwards, so that way it looks all magical and Disney-like. So this right here is my first version of this, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because I didn't make it a puppet, so I had to kind of redo it, but it didn't take me too long. So my game Linger is a game where you pretty much will be trying to get words back for people, because the main bad guy separated their words, made it to where they can't talk, can't even write words down, and now they can't function as a society. It'll be a multi-RPG game, meaning you'll be able to fight like, a platformer, but you'll also have the ability to fight in classic RPG with a skill that you will gain within the game early on. And you can choose to either, do it like this, or you can fight them in classic RPG mode where you gain more stuff and like that. Some bosses will force you to fight in both modes. And that's pretty much my game Linger, how it's going so far. This is where we're at. So this is pretty much how you can make a cave. You can put lights inside of the cave also, and lights are pretty easy. As you can see over here, I also made a cave, and this is pretty much this first cave. So let's go ahead and actually play through the game and just show you guys what the cave looks like in a 2D game. You can check out my 2D game tutorial on my channel playlist. Music, logic, animation, sculpt tutorials, a lot of it you can learn in 10-20 minutes or less. So let's begin. Let's go ahead and test this out. I haven't added sound effects for the attacks yet, or really anything at all. That's called a water baby. Notice how it moves like Mario, like Mario Bros. And it'll stop if you get out of range. Check out my tutorial for that also. If you attack it, then it starts going towards you again. I got it all pretty much right there. On my I don't have the well, do I? I don't know. Just check out my channel playlist or ask if you want my what I'm doing in here. So as you can see, this right here is the cave, how it look in a 2D game. Saving thermo, saving thermo. And we also have a swarm up there. They'll swarm you and whatnot. It's pretty cool, actually. These ones are actually a little bit different from the first one you see because the range that they follow is actually a lot bigger. Show you what happens when I get hurt. Pretty dope, pretty dope, pretty dope. It's turning out pretty sick, actually. In all honesty, it's turned out sick. So the art style that I'm going for is just like, it's kind of Hollow Knight art style, if that makes sense. Something like that. With I guess the cute art style. That's what I'm going for my game. Is that all of them? We got them all. Did we kill them all? All right. Looks enchanting, doesn't it? And you see the camera's awesome. My health bar is a little bit different than the other health bars. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna go with it like that. I might do some more things with it later, but I kind of enjoy it. Here's the wrecking ball, so that'll be my next tutorial for you guys if you guys want that. So, yep, this is pretty much it. If you in the future, I'm gonna make a Smash Bros tutorial because this basically is the Smash Bros setup, the knockback system that doesn't make you fall out of the axis. So I'll be making that for you guys also. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. That's how you would make a cave for 2D games and 3D games. Check out my tutorials and all that great stuff. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day. It's your boy Young Text, and peace. The game is called Linger, and I am Young Text YouTube on Dreams.